Hi, Debz Cooper, Global Stressologist. Thank you for joining me here today. I appreciate you coming. Thank you. Whoa, today is going to be a great one as we talk about, are you worthy of investing in things? Are you worthy of this? So thank you for joining me. Let me know if you're here live or if you're here watching a replay would be fabulous, and where you are in the world. I really love to know where you are. So thank you. So, am I worth investing in? Woohoo! What if someone says, you deserve this, you deserve this, and you hear that and you go, yeah, I do, or no, I don't. Deserve alone is a real challenging word. So even when I think about deserve, it means something. When I looked up the dictionary, it said do something or have or show qualities worthy of. And I went, oh, what does that mean? That was a little bit confusing a little bit for me. Hi, Prima. Yay, from the seafood. He's got a great place to talk about seafood. I'll actually drop his link there if you're in Australia. You must go see his restaurant. Anyway, away from that. Going back to deserve. Yeah, you need to deserve to go there. So when I started Googling what the word deserve meant, because that is such a challenging word, it said that the referee deserves a pat on the back. And I went, oh my gosh, yes, that's actually a great one for deserve. But if you say, I deserve this, there's an emotional challenge that already stirs up within your body of, do I really? Or is this just words, but my heart is saying, no, it doesn't. So there's a different level when we talk about deserve of what I deserve over somebody else's deserve. But the only way to get through deserve, it sounds a bit like dessert, doesn't it, is you. We can tell you a million times you deserve that. We can tell you that you're worthy of this, you can have this, but it's just lip service. You need to hear it not only in your head, but you must feel it within your heart and your soul, because that deserve word is really challenging when other people say, yeah, you're allowed that, you can have that, you deserve that, you've done this amount of time. But until you can feel it, that's the difference. So these other voices that people say you deserve that, we can tell you that a million times over you deserve this or you're entitled to this, and it's not going to land until you feel right within yourself. So I will absolutely talk to you and give you some tips about how that is. So number one, I actually would like to say is do not compare. Absolutely do not compare. Sure, get inspiration from others, but don't beat yourself up because somebody has something that you don't believe you have. There is jealousy that comes in, and jealousy is a real ugly, demoralizing trait that we have within us that can come up and stir emotions that can come from 0 to 100 very, very, very quickly. So be aware of that jealousy, that little green-eyed monster, when you compare with other people. And like I say, absolutely get inspiration from others and go, wow, they've got themselves, say they've got a pool. They've got a swimming pool at their house and we don't have it. Wow, they have that. We want that. Now, don't compare. There's reasons why they got that swimming pool. There's reasons why you haven't. So please don't compare the two. Get inspiration, like I say, but that's about it. I think I've made that clear enough. Know that your worth is different to others' worth. Know that yours is different. Acknowledge your worth. Absolutely acknowledge your worth. But when I say that's different to others, be aware of others that stir that emotion, that jealousy, or whatever you'd like to label it up. So you can acknowledge it and go, oh, this is interesting. I can see this come up here. Acknowledge it, and then you can let that go. All our past stories of what's happened to us physically, emotionally, whether we've watched it, whether we've actually played it out in our lives, or whether we've seen, whether we've heard it through a story, or even when we've watched things on TV, sometimes this can happen to us and it can stir up our emotions. So those past stories that we have do play a large, large, large role on our worth when it comes to investing in ourselves. So if you think about a plane seating, and this is thank you to Denise Duffield Thomas, who's an amazing inspirational speaker around money also mainly in Australia, and she talks about the aeroplane seating, and she talks about, well, actually, I say down the back, the very back row, which some people don't like. I don't like because it's right by the toilet, so it's not my thing. There's down the back, there's economy class, there's business class, and there's first class. So if you were to look at your life right now, where do you think you are? And when you do this, this is a great exercise. Even go through your house, go through your car, go through your undie drawer, go through your kitchen. Even if you are a person who doesn't go into the kitchen, go through and do it, the kitchen as well. Go through and do these things in your world. You know, even write from a pen, a biro, an ink thing, whatever you'd like to call it in your world. As they laugh at me with my accent. You know, is this a down the back pen? Is this economy class? Is this business class? Is this first class? Now, this is a plain purple pen, but I class this as a first class pen. And do you know why? Because this is my podcast buddy Moira's pen that she sent to me from Canada. I love it because it's purple. I love it because it's rose gold. I love it because it feels right holding it, and it has a nice flow to it. So it's not a glitter, which is surprising. I'm trying to think if I've got any glitter pens on my desk. It's not a glitter, which you'd think I would label first class. This is a first class pen because it has emotion and attachment behind it, as well as the way it feels to write. So write down to everything, not write down, going down to everything that we do. Is it a down the back? Is it an economy class? Is it a business class? Is it a first class? And start going through and working through those things in your home, in your environment around you. Look at your friends. Look at them. What are they? Are they a down the back? Are they economy, business, first? Now, there's no right or wrong. There is no right or wrong. You may not ever want to go to first class. That's fine. That's fine by me and fine by you. But maybe business class is your top. That's okay as well. Maybe economy class is your top. Do not compare. Remember we talked about this, do not compare. So just go to whatever feels right for you, the level you are at. So I know we talked about past stories, and what happens with past stories is they come up quite frequently in our mobilization from moving forward, moving anywhere really. This is what happens. So these past stories can hold us back, absolutely, totally hold us back. So you're going to go back to your past stories in your head, and you're going to repair them. I'm going to show you how to repair them. So you're going to go back to those past stories in your head that you think you weren't worth investing in. You're going to go back to those past stories and you're going to repair them. And then you're going to send them away with love. Because that was you then, and this is you now. So that was you then, and this is you now. So remember that. So to repair them, to repair these past stories, this is a quick solution to repairing. You're going to pull them up in your memory. You're going to pull them up in your memory. You're going to write them down with your first class pen or your business class pen or your economy class, whatever, with your pen, biro. You're going to pull them up. And you're going to ask yourself, back from that story, maybe it was 1990, you have a story that you're holding on to. Back from then, you're going to ask yourself, how did that serve me back then? How did that story or that event, whatever happened, serve me, be of value to me back then? And you're going to handwrite as many as you can until you can go, wow, that past story, that event really served me. Wow, that's incredible. Because you're holding on to shame, guilt, emotion, any icky emotion back from then, and you're just transforming it to here right now. Then you're going to go in your mind, there's two parts of this exercise of this repairing. You're going to then go in your mind, you're going to go, if this happened to me today, if this past story, this event, whatever it was that held me back then, if this was to happen to me today, how would it serve me right here, right now? Now, remembering that if you've done that from 1990, how many years? That's 30, oh, that's 30 years. Is it 30 years? That's 30 years, 32 years. So if you're looking at going back 32 years, look how much evolved you've been from 32 years. And you're going to go, wow, all that I'm going to say, all that genius that's come about, all that how to handle my emotions, all the things I've worked on over the years. I'm a now 32-year-old age different person. So if that event was to happen to me, that happened back then, now, how would that be of service to me now? How would that be of value to me now? How would that? So maybe you went to write a book in 1990 and you couldn't do it, and you went, I'm never going to invest in somebody to write a book. I didn't get the book done. I'm not going to do that again. You're going to clear that emotion from back then, and you're going to go, now, if I was to write a book now and I invested in somebody and I didn't get it done, how would that serve me right here, right now? There are two parts to that repairing, and that will honestly take away any sting, pain, emotion you have associated to that. Also know that the person with the most certainty rules the game. The person with the most certainty rules the game. Whatever the game is, if we have more certainty and we're having a discussion, I'm going to rule because I've got the most certainty. Or if you're having a conversation with someone and you have the most certainty, remembering humility when you got the most certainty, is going to have the best outcome. So if you're worthy of investing in yourself and you're up-leveling yourself, be aware when you buy things, they don't have to be top shelf. You don't have to go for, like I said, you don't have to go for the glitter biro. You can go for the beautiful purple labeled rose gold pen. That's fine. So when you're buying, you don't have to go top shelf. You just have to do what's right for your budget and your lifestyle. We don't want you living off rice for years and years to pay something off. Actually, I say rice because I don't eat rice, and I think my daughter was brought up with a lot of rice when she was younger. So whatever that budget is. So the key is to not blow yourself with your budget. So you're going to invest in non-emotional decisions. So when we invest in non-emotional decisions, when it comes around to worth investing in yourself, if you're going to bid on an auction or you're trading or any of those things, if you have a lot of emotion, there's going to be an eek decision. And when I say an eek decision, it's a eek. Oh my God, I've just spent so much money on this, or I've just lost this money trading, or any of that stuff. So it's wise when you're investing is you're unemotional, neutral to your emotions. I invest in maintenance for myself, which is beauty, and that's non-emotional to me. I can go get my nails done, I can go get my hair done, I can do whatever it is, and that's unemotional. But if I'm investing in something that's going to hold my emotion, I pull back and I stop and assess. So you must look at your emotion. Anytime you invest in something and you're on an emotional roller coaster, you're going to get burnt. When they do big sales at some talks, they go, we've got 5 seats left down the back of the room, race to the back of the room. I can guarantee those 5 people who race to the back of the room have bought in on emotion. Clearly, that's obvious. And they're not going to get the same amount of someone who's done their due diligence to go, is this worthy of investing? Are they going to give me this? Are my expectations clear? Are theirs clear, etc.? You must do your due diligence, and you must control those emotions when you're investing in anything. Now, I say invest in anything that's going to make you feel fabulous. Anything that you're not, if it's not making you feel fabulous, delegate it. And that's delegate it, delegate. Get rid of it, delegate it, because it's only going to take you further down, and there's going to be somebody else who's more inspired to do that job or that task or whatever it is. I'm going to talk about discounts very briefly, and it's okay to ask for a discount. Don't be afraid of asking for a discount. But be aware that you cannot go, like I listed something recently for sale and someone said, hey, I'll give you this price for it. They hadn't even checked the quality of it. They just looked at one picture. They didn't ask me any questions, and they pretty much wanted half price. I'm not going to negotiate with someone who hasn't even seen the product, seen it, where they've just gone, okay, here's a photo, I'll pay you half price. I'm not desperate. So I was like, no, thank you. It would be lovely to have this conversation if you come and looked at the quality of what I'm providing. So just be aware that you can ask for a discount, absolutely, but there's a lot of humility when you being humble is asking for a discount. Don't tap into your emotions. Don't say I can't afford this because I've got this and this coming up and this. People are not going to sell an emotion and buy an emotion, allow you to buy an emotion. Well, most coaches won't allow you to buy an emotion. If you tell me you're bleeding financially, I'm not going to let you invest in me. I'm going to direct you to my YouTube, and you're going to see a lot of free tips, because I have no desire for you to be eating rice till things change. I'm not going to be that one who's going to give you that sleepless night. Absolutely ask a coach for a discount if you have that urge, but be aware. Oh, excuse me. That's always a good one for you. Hope that wasn't AirPods for you. But be aware that some coaches will say no, absolutely not. But other coaches may go, yeah, we've got another program that's going to work for you, that's going to be more molded best for you. So be aware of that when asking for discounts. What I'm going to say is I'm going to end this on one thing. And I was thinking this as I was driving the car this morning. Would you buy a car with bald tires? Would you buy a new car that had, or it doesn't have to be a new car, with bald tires and proceed to drive around with those tires being bald? The answer is no. Well, I'd like to think it's no. So remember, you are the vehicle of your body. Anything that you invest in yourself must make you feel amazing and great and nourish you in all ways that it can. If it is not doing that, it's not worth investing in. You are absolutely worthy of investing in yourself. I can tell you that, even if I don't even know you, I'm going to say that, because I know everybody's worth. But you must find your own mindset to say that, because anything else is just lip service to you. So go back to those past stories and repair them, and look at the beauty you have around you. Don't go buying that car with bald tires. Don't go doing that to yourself. So that is Debz Cooper, Global Stressologist, over and out, talking about our worthy investments, which are you. So if you've got anything you'd like to share, please, you'll love my earrings. I love them too. Thank you. Anything you'd love to share them in the messages or send me a private message. Other than that, I'm over and out. Have a fabulous day, everybody. And go out and invest in something that's inspiring for you. Keep those emotions down and have a fabulous time. Go glitter bomb yourself. Thank you, everybody. Have a fabulous day.